lights on horizons where the sun bleeds out again. A whiskey bottle rolled from a hand now cold. A story of betrayal in a silence left unsold. Riding through the outlaw, the shadows cloak the cursed land scar. Echoes of a train's lonesome cry underneath a forsaken sky. A town forgotten with a church aflame. Windows stare like empty eyes lost a name. Here stood she with a heart all misled in the place where lovers' vows turned dead. Riding through the outlaw, each step a beat in a haunted march. The wind whispers through the graves, tales of souls no man can save. In the eye of a dust storm, visions swirl and fade. Face the ghost of my love beneath the gallows shade. Guns slung low, a dance of fate and fear. The words unspoken, the reckoning is here. Riding through the outlaw, land of lost love and broken parts. This trail ends where vengeance lay on a path of night. I ride on the edge of a ghost town, under a bone-white moon. The wind whispers secrets in a cursed, chilling tune. A lone whiskey bottle, half buried in the sand, glints like a teardrop from a long-lost band. The church on the hillside smolders still, echoing prayers of a people's broken will. At midnight in the outlaw heart, shadows dance with fate. Every whisper in the dark, a story of love and hate. The desert holds the memories of pistol smoke and scars underneath the silent stars. At midnight in the outlaw heart, railroad track stretch, reaching for the past. The train's mournful whistle screams of love that couldn't last. Her laughter haunts the canyons, a melody of pain. The night we vowed forever, then never spoke again. My boots stir the dust where we once had roamed. In the depths of the night, where cold truths are combed. At midnight in the outlaw heart, echoes fill the void, each ghostly tale retold. of lives once enjoyed. The desert knows each secret, each buried broken part, lost within the whispering winds at midnight in the outlaw heart. I face the mirror of my soul in the silver moon's cold glare, haunted by the specter of a love beyond repair. My hand grips the pistol as vengeance takes its art in the theater of the damned, where end and beginning start. At midnight in the outlaw heart, destiny is spun, the past and present blur, where all my roads come undone. Here lies my redemption, or perhaps my final mark. I'm one with the dust and shadows at midnight in the outlaw heart. Out where the sunset bleeds rust on the ridge, underneath the hollow sky's mournful white, lies a ghost town's whisper, the broken bridge, past the dusty bottle where dreams run dry. Hear the trains cry cut through thin desert air, echo in the tales of old lost despair. Echoes from the hollow sky calling low, spinning tales of love betrayed and curses cast. Whiskey burns slow as cold winds of secrets blow in the shadows. Every sky, no I Out there where the train whistles cut through the night, dusty roads twist like the secrets they hide. I rode through a town where the church burned to ground. Every cross stood black neath the moon's mournful frown. Ashes of the last ride swirling in the wind, haunted by the echoes of the sins I can't resent. Whiskey whispers softly, betrayal's bitter taste on the cursed trail of vengeance, gone without a trace. Dawn cracked like the bottle I threw against the wall, in the valley where shadows and old lovers call. I found her locket near the forgotten graves, underneath the willow that wept for our betrayals. Ashes of the last ride caught in a dust storm's cry, silent deserts witness under a vengeful sky. Whiskey numbing memories, love that could not last. On the cursed ground I wandered, haunted by the past. Face to face with the ghost in the mirror's cold stare, the gun in my hand weighed down by despair. Whispers in the wind, a reckoning to behold. In the silver light, my revenge bitter and cold. Ride and mark the trails I roam. In this ghost town's heart I find no peace, no home. With each step forward I leave the past to burn. In the ashes of the last ride there's no return. So listen well to the tale of a man left to bend, in the haunted silence where all journeys end, where dust settles over stories untold. In the ashes of the last ride, forever cold. Out where the horizon bleeds into the dusk, dusty boots tread on a land forsaken thus. Whiskey bottles lay by the side of a burnt-out church. Ghost town whispers a crow's perch. Blood on the black sun, painting shadows long. Echoes of a train whistle, a forgotten song. Every grave unmarked, under the devil's run. What's done is done, under the black sun. Once loved a girl with wildfire in her eyes, promised her forever under cursed skies. Betrayal struck like a snake 'neath a desert stone. left me with nothing but her echo in my bones. Blood on the black sun, drawing a silent tear. Dust storms are my company in this place so severe. Burning memories like churches in my mind, lost in the sand that forgiveness can't find. In the mirror of the night, her face in the moon, haunting my dreams at the howl of the dune. My hand on cold steel, hard heart as the land, revenge a dark whisper, like a command. Kissed, riding towards dusk. In the west I head, atonement or damnation. Let the black sun decide. Outlaw's lullaby on a ghostly ride. This somber so grim, blood on the black sun, a hymn so dim. In the shadow of the dust-blown chapel, where the whiskey stains the barren ground, lies a tale of an outlaw faded and frazzled in a ghost town where silence is the only sound. Train whistle moans through cursed lands afar, echoing the screams that never quite heal. Blood on his heart under a vengeful star, with a grip as cold as steel. Blood on the outlaw heart, riding through the storm, cursed from the start, where the forlorn forms in the dead of night, where shadows part. Only the moon knows the blood on the outlaw heart. Once loved a girl with fire in her eyes, in a time when his soul wasn't sold to the gun. The trail burned the heart of night he hums a lonesome tune. The truth he seeks but never hopes to find. Blood on the outlaw heart, a tale of rage and scorn. On this cursed path he was reborn. In his final stand, as shadows dart, he embraces the dust. Blood on the outlaw heart, the echo of his deeds, a whisper in the dark, as the world forgets the blood on the outlaw. There's a whistle cutting through the silence of the ghostly plains at night. Rusty tracks lay like scars across the cursed land's moonlit side. Beneath the shadow of an old burned church I sling my weary load. Blood on my boots, whiskey on breath, walking down this desolate road. Midnight train, carry me from the sins of my old flames. Whirling dust and a howling wind, I've only got my ghost to blame. These tracks are cold, my heart's grown old, riding to what I can't reclaim. Midnight train, echo my name through towns that forgot their own name. Once loved a girl with eyes like the stormy skies, heart wild as the desert blooms. Betrayed by a kiss in a night much like this, under the pale gaze of the moon. We swore by the light of 1,000 stars, now her grave's left unadorned. Every mile I flee, her specter follows me in the chill before the dawn. Train, carry me past the echoes of her laugh. Whirlwinds dance with the memories of a love that couldn't last. Tracks of iron, soul on fire, haunted by the past I've paved. Midnight train, sing my pain past the forgiveness I never gave. Gone heavy by my side, silhouettes in the doorway, vengeance or a bride. But the bullets lay quiet in the chambers of the past, and the doors swing empty as the train screams by fast. Midnight train, bear my sins through the silence of the waste, over mountains of regret, through the valleys of my haste. Let the stars witness under the vast eternal dawn. Midnight train, take me home to a place I'll never roam. So I ride this night on rails that whisper tales of a man who's lost more than he's found. As the train fades out like the end of a sad old song, echoing, fading into the dawn. under a blood moon's glow. Whiskey bottle laying shattered where the cold wind blows. Echoes of the train whistle cutting through the night. Church bells burn to cinders, embers light the fight. Midnight in the ashes where the lost souls weep, haunted by the secrets that the shadowed deserts keep. On a bed of broken promises under stars that curse your name. Midnight keeps repeating, every night the same. Dust storms swirl the memories of a love that's been betrayed. Silhouettes of what was in the twilight start to fade. She vanished like the smoke from the barrel of my gun, left me with the echoes of what I'd undone. Midnight in the ashes where the past won't find its rest. Every whisper in the darkness puts my soul to test. With a heart weighed down by vengeance and eyes too dry to weep, midnight chants the sorrow, stealing peace from sleep. Upon an outlaw with eyes much like my own, reflection of my darkest nights into my marrow bone. He said, look into the shadows, that's where your answers lie. In the mirror of the night sky I saw just my rifle and I. Midnight in the ashes, now I make my stand. Fate's a twisted road that's guided by a vengeful hand. Let the stars bear witness to the deeds that must unfold. In the ashes of the midnight, let the truth be told. Out where the wind cries through the ghost town streets, past whiskey bottles and shattered dreams beneath our feet. There's a trail that's paved with old forgotten sins, where dust storms cover up the whispers of the wind. Underneath the lonely road it's dark and cold, where vows are broken and the night takes hold. I walk where shadows of the damned convene, beneath the lonely road, where no one hears you scream. I heard a train whistle cut through the dead of night, like a burning church, its flame was the only light. She left with secrets in the silence of the dawn, on a cursed land where love and truth were drawn. Underneath the lonely road it's dark and cold, where hearts are hollow and the tales untold. I roam where echoes of lost souls weep, beneath the lonely road, where the past won't sleep. faced the man who stole my life. His shadow loomed like a knife in the strife. Words were gunfire, silent and fast. In the heart of the desert I settled the past. Beneath the lonely road I found my fate. In the dust of revenge and the hour late, this outlaw's heart wants seek reprieve. Underneath the lonely road, with nothing left to grieve. In the hollows of a ghost town, where the wind whispers sins, moonlight dances on shattered glass. The night show begins beneath the sway of a hangman's tree. Shadows merge and part. Each step they take a silent claim on a forsaken heart. So waltz, waltz with the shadows under the devil's moon, where coyotes howl and the whiskey drowns out sorrow's tune. In the dust of cursed lands, where lost souls find their calls, we spin with ghosts of yesterday at the shadows' walls. Once loved a girl with fire in her eyes and a storm in her laugh. Promised her forever 'neath the stars on our broken path. But betrayal's breeze swept through our dreams, left me cold and scorned, with nothing but her echo in the chapel where we'd sworn. So waltz, waltz with the shadows under the devil's moon, past burning churches, through the night that can't come too soon. For every love that's lost, a specter's tale it installs. We dance a dance of vengeance in the shadows' walls. By the old train tracks I heard the whistle of our past, a melody so bitter in desert wind so vast. She's just a ghost in the tumbleweeds, a whisper in my flask. Tonight the shadows claim me as I rip off the mask. Waltz, waltz with the shadows, let the cold truth be shown. In this silent desert, revenge burns in the bones. Here's to the love forgotten in their graves unadorned. We fade into the night where only shadows are reborn. So I'll meet her at the crossroads where our old love had died, in the haunted quiet where the last of trust had lied. together we'll embrace in a dance that never stops, forever caught in the endless loop of the shadows waltz.
Where the horizon bleeds into rusty dust, crickets sing the prelude to the night's cold hush. Old leather whispers tales from boots caked in crust. A lone shadow walks the line between the righteous and unjust. Whispers in the dusty boots riding through the gloom, echoes of a love betrayed beneath the blood-red moon. Every step a story buried, every star a tune. Whispers in the dusty boots sing the outlaw's rune. These boots have wandered through ghost town, silent as the grave, past whiskey bottles and cards laid out by the brave. In the whispering wind they speak of a path I once paved, through cursed lands and past churches we burned but couldn't save. Whispers in the dusty boots, shadows on the run, haunted by the melody of bullets in my gun. Dust storms stirred by sins that can never be undone. Whispers in the dusty boots, faded morning sun. Underneath that old willow, where secrets lie deep, the echoes of her laughter and the promises we keep. Now it's just her ghost and the company I reap. In the quiet of the desert, the past is never asleep. Whispers in the dusty boots carry me to the end, where memories twist the hearts they will never mend. A trail of redemption or a curse I just pretend. Whispers in the dusty boots, forever my condemned. So here I walk with dust chill as my only friend. These boots will carry whispers till the stars themselves descend. The ghost town walls, in the shade of the old gallows tree, a dusty ghost town, whispers keep, bottles cling in the haunting breeze, echoes of a waltz in the tumbleweed. Shadows stretch from the porches worn, train whistles cry through the coming storm. Silent church with a burnt black spire, a tale of love meets a deadly fire. Dance, dance, the ghost town waltz under moonlight's cold and silvery gloss. Grief in every step, dust in every twirl, with the ghosts of yesterday and a lost girl.
Once a heart filled with golden dreams turned bitter streams on cursed beams. Her laughter now a ghostly sound, buried deep in unholy ground. A lover's pact made under starlit breath, betrayed by whispers of a cold death. Now every night when the desert cools, the shadows play by their own cruel rules. Dance, dance, the ghost town walls with shadows long and regrets that exalt. Spin with the spirits of what used to be in the silent ballroom of a memory. Crossroads stood eye to eye, the truth laid bare on a starry sky. A gun sharp echo, a fall, a cry in the dust of a final lullaby. Dance, dance, the ghost town waltz, steps echo in the halls of lost. Forgiveness, a ghost too late to revive, where love and death no more derive. Dance, dance till the spirits depart in the ghostly beat of a broken heart. Last call for the souls who roam in the cursed waltz of their forsaken home. In the shadow of a ghost town under a red sky, the wind moans secrets as old as time. Bottled whiskey lying in the sand where the spirits sigh, the echoes of betrayal in each sip I find. Whispers in the whiskey calling out my name, haunted tales of love lost and the devil's game. In the depths of amber liquid, I see her face, drowned in the fire water lies my disgrace. That cursed night by the burning church's light, her love was sold on a cold dust storm's rise. Betrayal's knife hidden deep in her eyes left me with nothing but a heart turned to ice. Whispers in the whiskey calling out my name, tales of vengeance stirring, setting my soul aflame. Every drop of memory, every swig of pain, in the whiskey shadow I call her name in vain. Face to face with my reflection in the broken glass, a specter of the man I was fading fast. Promised life forgotten, graves scattered in the past. Now revenge whispers with the wind's cold blast. Whispers in the whiskey, this is my final stand. In the silence of the desert, I take the law in hand. The truth in the bottle, the gun cold in my grasp. In the silence of a moonlit desert town, dust dances with the memories fading down. Echoes of the train on forgotten tracks, bottle clink filled with secrets deep and black. A gust carries tales of a burning church where vows were traded on a wooden perch. Every whistle moan and the cinders fly underneath the ghostly starless sky. Whispers in the midnight train carry stories of the love and pain, where the broken hearts claim their due. In the whispers lies start feeling true. Once rode with her through the cursed lands, with hopes as vast as the desert sands. But betrayal's breeze blew a cold and night, left me with shadows, took away the light. In a ghost town where our dreams lay dead, she vanished like words I never said. Now each station's just a grave unkept for the promises we never kept. Whispers in the midnight train speak of sorrow of the deepest strain. Echoes of a love that's through. In the whispers I'm still next to you. I make my stand, a bottle's curse clutched tight in hand. The wind's confession, so cruel and stark, reveals her shadow in the moon's dark arc. Whispers in the midnight train mark the map of my heart's terrain. Fate's revolver spins again. In the whispers I face my sin. As the train cries under the midnight veil, I walk these tracks, now my own trail. Revenge or peace, the distance knows. In each whisper, the cold wind blows.
Out where the whiskey whispers to lost souls in the night, a lone train whistle moans under the pale moonlight. Ghost town shadows dance on walls of crumbling stone. A lone figure stands, his heart turned cold as bone. He made a deal with the devil's devil deep beneath the sand, for a shot of vengeance in a cursed and barren land. Burning churches, forgotten graves, add the echoes of his plea. Now he walks with ghosts, the price of being free. Now he walks with ghosts, the price of being free. In a dusty bar with a floor that told of sin, he lost his love to a gambler's smile traded in. Promises like vapor in the desert's harsh embrace. Her laughter now just whispers, her touch a fading trace. struck a deal with the devil's devil, heart black as coal. Traded his soul for a chance to fill this hollow hole. Burning churches, silent deserts where no righteous man shall tread. He walks alone, a spirit among the dead. Underneath the starlit void where silence makes its bed, he faced the truth within him, words unsaid. The devil laughed a cold laugh as he drew his final breath. There's no escape from vengeance, not even in death. There's a deal with the devil's devil that binds like iron chains. In the haunted hush of night, only sorrow remains. Burning memories, fading tracks in lands that God forgot. He's the ghost of his own making, the outlaw that time caught. Down in the valley where the shadow people dwell, under the eye of a moon pale as a bone, whispers float on a dust-ridden spell. In this ghost town I wander alone, a rusted locket clenched in my fist, bearing the face of a love long missed. Oh, the weeping sky and the crying wind tells a tale of a heart broken and tossed. In this cursed land where my sorrows ascend, I keep searching for the soul that I lost. The locket's a keeper of the promise we made, now just a cold token of the love that decayed. Found a whisper in a bottle of whiskey, lying on the very night the church in the valley burned bright. Heard a train whistle like her spirit was sighing as the flames reflected in her eyes, haunting light. They said love like ours was never meant to last. Now all that's left is shadows we cast. Oh, the weeping sky and the crying wind tells a tale of a heart shattered then cursed. In silent deserts where old ghosts have grinned, I roam aimlessly with my unquenchable thirst. The locket's rust is like the blood we once bled in that burning church where our vows were said. Forgotten graves, I heard her plea, echoes of betrayal, the locket's truth revealed. A pact made in desperation, never set free, a heart's revenge on the battlefield. But the night grows cold and my vengeance fades. In the eyes of the locket my fury parades. Under the weeping sky and by the crying wind, I face the fate of a love not just lost but stolen. A whisper in the dust, a memory thinned in the rusted locket, our cursor token. Resigned to wander
time's palest ghost, with her face in my locket, forever my host. In the town where shadows whisper under the devil's moon, boots stir the cursed dust to the old saloon's croon. A trail of whiskey bottles marks the path he rides, every step a story where sorrow abides. Echoes from the dusty boots, tales of guns and loot, in the silence of the ghost town under the sky so brute. His heart a buried treasure in graves no cross could root, haunted by the love he lost in this desolate pursuit. Years back, young and wild, love was his to claim, a beauty from the east, Lily was her name. Betrayed by a brother's hand for the gold in the vein, left her in the burning church with his soul in chains. Echoes from the dusty booths, cries of pain astute, through the howling dust storms, past the hanging noose. His vows whispered to the winds, promises turned obtuse, riding through the cursed lands, a heart that won't truce. In the mirror of the night, by the train's lonesome whistle, he faced the ghost of what was his resolve, now brittle. A reckoning in the quiet, with the stars as his witness. Two shots in the darkness sealed the betrayer's kiss. Echoes from the dusty boots, now slowly mute, in the town forever silent, justice absolute. His love an eternal echo through deserts so acute. A lone gunslinger's tale ends where lives once took root. In the heart of a dusty valley wide, where the shadows play tricks by the moonlight's side, I ride past whispers of a cursed land's breath, through ghost towns and secrets like dancing with death. Every step stirs the stories the old winds tell of a gunslinger's glory and the night he fell. Oh, I'm riding through the gunslinger under stars that mourn, in cold ember. In his silence I find my own, chasing echoes of blood and bone. Whiskey's warmth guides my resolve as I seek what only time can absolve. The tailwinds back to a love so bold, in a town too young to be so old. She was a light in a place run wild. He was a man whose heart she beguiled. But betrayal came with a storm, swift gust left him for dead in the desert dust. Yes, I'm riding through the gunslinger, each mile dressed in dusk's dark linger. In his vengeance I find my pain beneath the cries of a night train. Whiskey numbs the past cruel sting as I ride where church bells no longer ring. In the silence between gunshots and preachers pray lies a truth that I've hunted since he went astray. Face to face with the ghost in the fading light, my heart's mirror shattered by the forsaken night. Revelations fire in this lonely fight, echoes of him and me, riding through the night. Now I'm riding through the gunslinger with a spirit free and a heart somber. In his story my demons lay bare, crossing deserts of endless despair. Whiskey whispers of what must be done as I accept the man I've become. And the haunting fear, the gunslinger's path, both far and near. In the cold heart of a land wild and vast, I find peace in the shadows that we cast. Shadow of the valley, where the cold winds dare, lies a town too scared to whisper beneath the serpent's prayer. Whiskey bottles and secrets buried in forsaken sands, echoes of train whistles slipping through ghostly hands. Under the blood-red sky where the lost souls roam, I walk these cursed grounds, forever calling them home. Prayers drowned out by gunfire, only the vultures care about the tales and the sins beneath the serpent's prayer. Years ago, love was wrong neath the weeping moon's glare. Her laughter now just memories in the chilling night air. Burning churches, they ash like snow, a testament to despair. Marked by stone crosses and rows of forgotten prayers. Under the blood-red sky where silent deserts weep, I find her whispers in the storm where the shadows creep. Revenge, a bitter liquor served colder than the night air, drunk slowly with the ghost beneath the serpent's prayer. And then came the night I stood face to face with my dread. Her specter in the wind spoke of the love we once wed. Vengeance or redemption, she cried with a mournful stare. Choose your path wisely beneath the serpent's glare. Under the blood-red sky, I laid my vengeance to rest, with her ring on my finger and her memory on my chest. Forgiveness, a hard-won freedom found in the dusty air. I walk away from the past beneath the serpent's in the heart of a ghost town under a blood-red sky. No church burns, its ashes tell no lie. Whiskey bottles lay at the base of forgotten graves. Echoes of our laughter carried away by the desert waves. Wind whispers secrets, cold and bleak. In this cursed town, it's the silence that speaks. Oh my love, we danced a dance so wild. In the shadows of sin, I was beguiled. You were the storm, I the lone prairie, lost in the dust storm of what used to be. The train whistles mourned on the night you fled, with a heart full of bullets and lies unsaid. Our bed was a coffin, our dreams lay dead, trapped in the memories I can't shed. You promised forever under that old gold cross. Now it's just me in the shadows, tangled and lost. Oh my love, we danced a dance so wild. In the shadows of sin, I was beguiled. From the depths of night to the break of day, I've been chasing your ghost, but you faded away. On the edge of this town where the wild dogs howl, I found your locket, felt the old pain growl. The truth hit hard under the moon's cruel glare. In this land of the lost, was our love ever fair? So here's to the nights where the whiskey drowns the past and its lies in ghostly towns. Oh my love, no more dances, no more whiles. I walk alone through these endless miles, haunted by the love that time reviles, burying your memory under the desert tiles. And as the sun sets on this cursed land, I tip my hat with my heart in my hand. A lone gunslinger, a tale of woe. In the land of the lost, let the cold winds blow.